Okay, depan okay ya.
Can you hear me or do you want me to use this mic? Too loud lah. Okay, can hear. Firstly, I want to explain. Thank you. Firstly, I would like to explain that I am sitting here speaking not as chairman of Parti Pribumi Bersatu, because that is haram. Although we doubt it, but still we will abide by the conditions imposed on Parti Pribumi Bersatu for the duration of the election. Obviously, it is meant to prevent Parti Pribumi Bersatu from being involved in this election. This is the only 100% Bumi Putra or Malay party that has been singled out by our great leader to be banned from participating in this election. So I'm not sitting here as chairman of Parti Pribumi Bersatu. Neither am I sitting here as chairman of Pakatam Harapan, because Pakatam Harapan also has not been given, has not been registered, because the government is looking for any excuse to frustrate the opposition and practically to have no election except no contest for BN, because that's how they hope to win. But as you know, we have other ideas. So I'm not here as chairman of PBBM or as chairman of Pakatam Harapan, but although we dispute the decision made by Ross, well, we will abide by it. The other thing is that we have been, of course, discussing the strategy being used by the government to achieve victory for itself. We know that, for example, since I'm not the chairman of Pribumi, so people cannot have my pictures. So please don't take any pictures. Okay, because it's not allowed by law. So the next thing is that I would like to thank the Chief of the Armed Forces for his explanation that he is still loyal to King and country. Okay. There is a statement issued, and I'm setia tentera tetap pada raja dan negara, bukan parti politik. So now we are very clear. Also saya dapati Zahid Hamidi has told the army to vote to support the end. So we are now going to campaign among the serving members of the armed forces to reject the end, because if he can campaign among their service staff, we consider ourselves as also eligible to contest to campaign against among the staff. By the way, I just would like to apologize to the Indian community because I used the term cling. I never meant to insult anybody, but when I was a small boy, we used to use that word, but now it is not, it's considered to be derogatory, so I apologize if I have caused any problem for them. Also, I never said that the people of Sabah and Sarawak are leaving. That is what Utusan says. So it is Utusan who said that, not me. What? I mean, I would be crazy to say that when I want them to support a whole party during an election. So that is not true at all. What I did say was that the leaders, especially of Sabah, are very greedy, and that is why they have stolen some money from the government. And then SBR. Yeah, we are going to have a meeting with SBR to gain clarification regarding how the voting, the postal voting is going to be carried out. As we see it, there is a lot of room for the government to cheat and to find out who is voting for whom. In other words, the government is trying to make voting not a secret, but voting, I am going to insist, must be a secret. And certainly civil servants cannot be threatened with exposure and all that, because the government will not know who votes for whom. I can tell you frankly that during my period as Prime Minister, I could never identify my enemies from my friends. But now my enemies are my friends are my enemies. So that is a secret. The voting is secret, excepting that the postal votes are not very clear. I hear that the voters can actually vote privately and send by post. Whether he votes by privately or somebody else vote for him, we would know. But voting must be in full view of the opposition, so that we can be very clear that the person voting is not coerced into voting for BN or some other party. So we will make sure that the postal votes are also secret. So civil servants need not fear the Najib beating them up for not supporting. Is that wrong? Is it? Okay. Yeah, this is unusual because instead of weekends for the voting, they have fixed it on Wednesday, and that means in the middle of the week, most people would be working, and those who are abroad cannot come back. So this is another way to cheat the voters of their rights to vote in this election. By fixing the time, I believe that during my time also there were voting not at the end of the week, but that was because of a holiday being, it was on a holiday then we fix the voting. But here is another effort by the Prime Minister by Najib, basically, because he appears to be directing everybody that we should inconvenience the voters as much as possible. Of course, the new borders being for the constituencies being changed pose problem for us, because we want to know whether where we will be voting, and secondly, it may be that the proposer and challenger might come from an area that previously was in a particular area, but now it is outside, and maybe that will disqualify them. A lot of funny things has been done, and I'm quite sure more funny things are in store. So you will have a lot of news to report. So as far as we are concerned, the time for election is okay for us. We will campaign, and we think that we will be able to defeat PM in this election together with us. Thank you. Here I would like to state clearly the kenyataan media by SPR with regard to our intention to use a common logo and symbol for the members, for the members of Amanah, Keadilan, DAP, and some independent members, because their party has been said to be illegal. All these people have been good friends before, and they will continue to be good friends during the election. And we all have decided that we will use one logo, and that has been approved practically by SPR as stated in this kenyataan media in Malay. Kenyataan SPR telah disalah erti seolah-olah keputusan untuk penggunaan lambang PKR oleh ahli parti lain untuk tujuan pilihan raya mesti mendapat kebenaran daripada SPR. Ingin ditegaskan kebenaran untuk menggunakan simbol PKR oleh calon yang ingin bertanding atas tiket parti itu adalah di bawah bidang kuasa parti itu. Parti itu bermakna keadilan lah. It's not going to go to PKR. SPR. PKR, SPR. And President of PKR has assured us that she is preparing to sign about 700 waticas for this election, the biggest number ever by any one party. Okay, thank you. So no problem about our using the logo. The others which was directed as at Parti Pribumi will be honored or abided to by Parti Pribumi. But there is now no more Parti Pribumi in this election. The Parti Pribumi people would become independent, and they would also ask permission from Keadilan to sort of make us, allow us to use their logo. That also is not something that is forbidden. It is allowed. So you will find that there will be 3 parties which are legal, using PKR, and also altogether about 160 people who will be independent, bebas, who will also use, have been allowed to use PKR logo and symbol. Thank you.
Ada soalan?
Ada soalan?
Ya, ya.
You mentioned about PPBM, there's no PPBM in this election. Just to clarify, is this to say that PPBM will not be linked to SPR? Yeah.
PPBM has been declared dibubar sementara. I understand sementara means 30 days. That is for the duration of the election. Meaning to say that BN government is scared, stiff of PPBM, and therefore wants to exclude, including the chairman lah. The chairman is a real nuisance. So PPBM will not contest in this election. We respect Ross, but as non-members of PPBM, an illegal political party, we have a right as citizens to contest as citizens, and with the consent of PKR, we will be using their logo.
So during your time, you say throughout your whole time as Prime Minister, whenever there were polling dates on weekdays, it was already a holiday.
Yes, usually it is a holiday. I don't think we want to really prevent people from participating in an election. That is their right. And of course, in my time, 2 political parties opposed to me were formed, and they get approval. No problem about their participating in the election. One was founded by Tuku Rozali, Semangat 46, and the other one was by Anwar Ibrahim, which is called PKR, Hati Keadilan Rakyat.
So how badly do you think this is going to affect your position to have it on a Wednesday? How do you think it will impact your position?
Well, I think for the Kampung people, they can come out. But for the people who are working, they will find difficulty in coming to vote. Also, people living abroad. Suppose we have about 5,000 workers in 500,000 workers in Singapore. So these people should be voting, but now they are deprived from their right to vote for the government or for us. And this is a very undemocratic, almost not giving them their rights. Yeah.
So, can you comment on the picture used in the BN manifesto? It seems to be missing a twin tower there. The picture used in the BN manifesto, it seems to be missing a twin tower. As in, it did Photoshop out of the picture.
I don't think they are very smart. See, I would like to ask them not to stand near water. course, if you raise your face also, we can still see yourself in the water. See, but there will be a lot of things. I'm told that there was a picture of me and Kitsia with logo with the rocket in the middle. Of course, this is their propaganda. It seems that I am now going to be under Kitsia, etc. But we have already decided that whether we form Pakatam Harapan or not, we will still choose one person as the candidate for Prime Ministership. So far, they have not sacked me. Of course, Wan Aziza is going to be Timbalan. She is in Parti Keadilan, so she has the right. But for me, of course, their hope is that once they illegalize PPBM, therefore the chairman cannot contest. But I'm going to contest as a private individual, and our friends here have decided that if I win, I will still be their Prime Minister. Thank you.
Malam FBLive kata hanya dia yang akan menghantar nama-nama calon untuk saringan. Adakah Pakatan Harapan akan menghantar nama calon kepada FBLive untuk saringan?
Kepada
FBLive untuk saringan.
Kita belum selesai lagi, bukan?
What do you think of the 11 days campaign period? How intense will the campaign be?
11 days.
11 days.
11 days.
How intense will it be?
We will manage. We will manage. We can be everywhere. I can be in 3 places at one time.
Okay. Last question.
Masa sebelum selesai tu, adakah Pakatan akan menghantar ke senarai calon ke SDRM untuk saringan? Dan satu lagi, adakah benar perkataan yang mengatakan Tun akan bertanding di Langkawi?
Kontes di Langkawi. Saya nak putuskan lah, tak lama lagi. Tetapi keputusan mesti dibuat oleh jawatankuasa, bukan untuk saya. Saya punya choice Langkawi, Kubang Pasu, Putrajaya, Petang, banyak tempat. Because penduduk di tempat itu cuma cukup suka saya dicalonkan. Kerana bila saya buat lawatan saja akan disusuli oleh Najib dengan hadiah-hadiah. Jadi mereka anggap hadiah itu datang dari saya.
Okay, any more questions?
Ada?
Terima kasih.
Thank you.